Hi, my name is Elaine King with Simply Healthy, and welcome to the 2012 Simply Healthy Jumpstart, video number 5. Well, I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Today we're going to talk about superfoods. These are foods that you can add to your diet, which will give you a supercharged boost to whatever ails you. What's so important about superfoods is that they provide the body with tons of minerals that are needed to help make up who we are, what we are, how we think, how we move, how we feel. Minerals, for some reason, don't get as much airtime, I should say, as other foods. I guess they're not as sexy. But minerals should definitely take a front seat to how we think about the way that we eat. Some of these foods are already found in some of the things that we eat, but they are not as prevalent because they may taste a little different. But I want you to consider how you can start adding these to your diet right away. I'm going to talk about 4 things that I'm currently eating myself. There are tons of different superfoods out there, and I could spend a whole lot of time on each one of these things, but I wanted to at least get the information out there to you, and then we can delve into them further later. The first superfood is called Goji Berries. Goji Berries is spelled G-O-J-I. These little things, they taste kind of like a cranberry, so it's a dehydrated fruit, the goji berry. And what's so amazing about those berries, they provide a complete protein. So it is the only complete protein found in a fruit. Can you understand that? It includes all 19 amino acids. It also has a lot of fatty acids, so it's a great source of fatty acids too. This is going to help to reduce cholesterol, okay? And also, you've heard of human growth hormone, HGH. Typically, it's called a youth hormone because by the time you hit 30, you're not creating it anymore naturally. That begins the decline or the aging process of our bodies. This food contains HGH, and so it can help boost your aging, your anti-aging. Okay, it sends a boost to that hormone. So I mean, it's a miracle. It's a miracle food that has always been around. It's from the South America, and now we know about it. And so I want you to take full advantage of that food, Goji berries. Another powerhouse from South America is cacao powder, or should I say cocoa powder. The Europeans changed the name. But cacao powder is phenomenal. This is going to have the highest level of antioxidants of any known food in the world. Did you get that? So this is above wine, it's above blueberries. This is it. So that means anti-aging. When we talk about anti-aging, it's not just how you look as far as anti-aging. It's your cells not aging as fast, because our cells aging fast and dying off before it's time is what can lead to illness, disease, and fatigue, that kind of stuff, overweight. So antioxidants is it. This has tons of it. Also has a ton of magnesium. Think of magnesium as a transporter nutrient that takes nutrition to all the vital organs of your body. So naturally we need it. Unfortunately, most of us are deficient in magnesium. Take a little cacao powder and you're covered. It's got the highest value of magnesium, okay? Also, tons of vitamin C is right here in this food, which helps to build your immune system. So let's not discount chocolate. In fact, in February we talk a lot about it. We eat a lot of it. As long as you're eating the dark chocolate, 70% or more dark chocolate, or just the raw powder or the cocoa nibs, you're going to be doing good. The other stuff with the milk in it, I can't vouch for that. But this, you can eat every single day, and it tastes really good. The next thing I'm going to talk about is kelp. Okay, kelp is seaweed. Americans are not as familiar with seaweed as we should be, but kelp, if you can see that, is a powder substance. It actually grows like a forest in the ocean. but it doesn't have roots, so it just kind of floats there. It's kind of neat. But they take those trees, dehydrate them, and then create this powder. This powder is phenomenal because it holds a lot of minerals and nutrition that comes from the ocean. In our bodies, okay, let's say this, there's lots of chlorophyll in kelp. Chlorophyll is like blood to a plant. So it acts to enhance our blood. This is a blood booster. Kelp is. Seaweed is, and period. It's rich in iodine. So if you have problems with thyroid, and many of us do and don't even know it, that's rich in iodine. Rich in iron. Rich in magnesium, vitamin K, calcium. Okay, all of those electrolytes are plentiful in seaweed. What's so important about seaweed is that, well, minerals in general, what you see, what's expressed through what you see, comes from the minerals that we intake or the minerals that we don't intake. You get what I'm saying there? So we need to be intaking more minerals. Also, it helps your complexion, seaweed does. Helps you have stronger nails and hair. So, another superfood you don't want to miss out. And then finally, coconut oil. Okay? Coconut period. The meat of coconut, coconut water, coconut oil. This gets a bad rap because it's high in saturated fat. In fact, it's mostly saturated fat. But it's one of those fats that's healthy. And I'm going to talk about fat more in the last video, so stay tuned, so I won't go into too much detail about the fat content of this. But this is a high heat fat, so this is great for cooking in because it's not going to oxidize. When things oxidize, it creates free radicals, and free radicals create cell damage, which create illness, disease, etc., etc. This type of high heat doesn't oxidize, so it's great for cooking with. Also, you want to be sure to use virgin coconut oil and unrefined coconut oil. It's going to have most of the nutrition in it. This is a nutritional powerhouse. It's going to boost your metabolism. It's antimicrobial, antifungal, antiparasitic. Someone said this helps the critters keep the critters out of your system. Coconut oil is it. Okay, so use it. So you say, how do you add these things to your diet? The easiest way that I do it is to put it into a smoothie. I'm talking about smoothies once again. I put cocoa powder in my smoothie. I put coconut oil. A tablespoon or two a day is all we need for our 100% daily value. You can grind up some goji berries and definitely a scoop or two of the kelp. It only takes one of these little scoops to get your recommended daily value. 1 or 2 scoops. So that is a very simple way. You can also sprinkle this on vegetables. It kind of has a salty taste to it. Sprinkle it on salads. The goji berries can be soaked in water to create goji berry water. It's kind of a pink flavored water. It's very cute. And you know how to use cocoa powder, right? So the sky's the limit. But use these things because you're going to be able to notice the benefits right away. That's one of the nice things about it. You don't have to wait around to see if it's going to work or not. These are some of those things that the doctors don't tell you about because they're relatively cheap, as opposed to pharmaceuticals. So think about some of the things that are ailing you and see if maybe one of these things can be an addition or instead of, in some cases, of what you're currently doing. Next week, we're going to talk about the #1 thing missing in most American diets. When I say diet this time, I'm talking about when we go on a diet. What's missing in some of those. And I've already kind of alluded to what that is. So stay tuned as we wrap up the series next week. If you have any questions, please contact me at Elaine at simply-healthy.com. Thank you, and you have a fabulous day.